It's hella weird to be donning the stars and stripes as a gay man right now.
I don't understand these people, man.
Like, it's just such a tough time to be a gay man in America. The comments section proving my point hilariously and embarrassingly. Y'all be well.
Cognitive dissonance, is that what that is? Yeah, that's it in action, folks.
Everyone is queer in their own unique way. No one is 100% anything.
Nobody is 100% anything. I'm like, okay.
So then nothing means anything.
Well, then queer is a meaningless word that should be deleted from your vocabulary.
They're like this.
Hey, guys.
Does anybody else have Asian
Gays,
nipples?
where we take on insanity.
Because I feel
I'm
like
Brad, he's Clark.
this is why I need bigger tits, because my nipples are like, they sometimes look a little Asian. Like, I've always said that. Like, they kind of slant a little bit because my pecs aren't big enough. So I
What
need to get
is
more
he?
muscle to push them out. So they're just...
Is this a members only?
No.
Oh.
I guess we'll just leave that in there. Anyway,
They're getting better, though, the bigger my boobs get.
I'm so happy for you, King.
Thanks.
We're going to talk about toxic woke gay influencers, including a brief cameo from Miss Denim.
Miss Denim! Been a long time since you blocked me, bitch. But, oh, you know who else? Speaking of toxic gay influencers on the right, you know who else I figured out blocked me?
Who?
Conservative Ant.
Didn't we talk shit about him?
Did we?
Yeah, we definitely talked
I
shit
need
about
to
him.
react to some of his videos because apparently, allegedly, I can't see them, but allegedly he's gone off the rocker. But he unfollowed me. We used to be friends. Unfollowed me after I voted for Kamala.
That's such
and he
lame
makes
behavior.
he makes posts about how the left says they're tolerant, but they cut you off when you have differing political beliefs. It's like, mirror, hello, mirror. It's your friend. But anyways, who are we talking about?
Oh, this is somebody I'd never heard of, but he had a tweet that really popped off, and then I looked into him, and of course he
Can I
has.
see?
Yeah. So here's his profile: City Princess, Josh, he, him, they, them. The bio is the human version of a synth-heavy up-tempo and gay dance bop. Dog Dad, New York City. Anyway, no, he's not hot. I looked at his photos.
Oh, I've seen that Twitter account before. I've gotten in beef with him over something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I can see why, because he's not your type of gay.
No.
Because here's what he tweeted that pissed everyone off. July 5th. It's hella weird to be donning the stars and stripes as a gay man right now. Sorry, but I'm judging you. About the 4th of July? Like if you were wearing any red, white, and blue?
I don't understand these people, man.
They
Like,
live in alternate realities.
we celebrate the
brain
promise of
broken.
America, not the
not saying it's
past
perfect.
indiscretions of it. Like the fact that we live in a country where we can live freely now because of the system that
Because
we
of
live
black
under.
trans women.
Right. Well, black trans women,
that's
black
joke.
trans women can't make a difference if you're in Afghanistan, but they can in America
Well,
because
actually,
of
they
the
would have full
system.
rights in Afghanistan.
Okay, yeah. But because of the system that we live under, even if you think black trans women gave us all of our rights, they were only able to do so because our system allows for that democratic process. So I just feel like logically it doesn't
But
make
also,
any
what's
sense.
the as a gay man? Like, it's just such a tough time to be a gay man in America. Like,
Well, yeah, I guess he still thinks that gay men are like on a level of oppression that.
but
like,
it's also not even that. He lumps it in with everything. He's like, well, if you're gay, you have to be against deportations, or like if you're gay, you have to be against abortion restrictions, or all the stuff that does not at all follow.
no, it doesn't
You
make
could
any
be
sense.
for or against those things, but based on
They
your
they don't
opinion.
have any intersection.
No.
The only intersection is that they affect some minorities differently, but just because something affects a
But
minority
that's not
doesn't
even an
mean
intersection. Like everything affects groups differently.
Correct. Yeah.
It's like it's an intersection, but also not, because everything intersects.
Right.
It's like, okay, gun laws affect people differently.
If you're only looking at things through the lens of minority intersection, then I can see why you would draw a point
But
there, but it still doesn't make any
The
logical
pleasant
sense.
side was he got a lot of backlash, including from like gay Twitter.
Of
They were
course,
like-
because the gays love the 4th of
They were
July.
like, bitch, please, I'm wearing the America Speedo and I don't give a f.
Yeah, this is our like yearly. Well, we thirst trap all the time.
I was
but,
going
like,
to say,
this
I'm
is,
sorry, your yearly what?
This is like festive thirst traps. I didn't post one because I'm taken and I don't need to post thirst traps.
I'm
but
sure that you'll never post a thirst trap
I
now.
posted one today.
Okay.
But I actually just
Okay.
didn't take one because we laid in bed all day
Yeah.
and cuddled.
If
and
you'd
watched
been to a pool
movies.
party, you would have posted a thirst trap.
I know I wanted to.
And you might have.
I wanted to do a reel
So it's next
responding
year.
to one of the TikTokers who says like anti 4th of July and then like be on my man's shoulders and then like take a shot like like stitch after and be like, "F you, bitch." But
Yeah, I
even-
actually think not to even engage in his like woke speak or whatever, but you should be celebrating your freedoms that you still have.
Mhm.
And now if you want to resist and be like, we're still loud and proud, whatever. But it's like,
you're allowed to resist in this country. Celebrate that.
but the more you looked at his tweets, the more annoying it got. So here's what he says. The comments section, proving my point hilariously and embarrassingly. Y'all be well.
What is that called? Cognitive dissonance? Is that what that is? Yeah. That's it in action, folks.
So who do you think's going to win the World Cup?
Argentina.
Wait, I'm amazed you know a team in the World Cup.
I mean, I know Argentina because of the flag in Clarkistan.
Oh my
It's
God.
the same one.
I was hoping you would say Italy.
Oh. Because
Is Italy in it?
No.
they didn't even qualify.
Oh,
That's
you have
the
to qualify? I thought everybody got in.
Nope.
There's only so many.
USA.
Anyway, if you guys have a little bit more of a clue than Clarkson, let us know who you think will be winning the World Cup and check out the odds on Kalshi. According to our channel partners over there, France have a 33% chance of winning. Argentina have a 17.6% chance. And then England, Portugal, and if you go down far enough, also Spain is in there. And then if you go down far enough, USA is still alive, though by the time people see this, that may have changed. Regardless, guys, if you want to check out Kalshi, it's the best place to follow the World Cup. I've been enjoying following all the matches. Go ahead and download the app and use code BRADP when you sign up, or click the link down below, and you'll get $20 free to trade when you trade $20 today. Now back to the show, because there's really nothing that could be put in the comment section that would therefore make your original point correct.
Or change his mind.
True. Also not that.
So his choice is only to double down, which is what he's doing. Like when you're embarrassed and you subconsciously realize you're probably wrong, a lot of times creators will just double down.
Here's my favorite part, the third double down tweet. Because you know what, you're doing great when you have to double down.
When you have
on
to
the
do
double down.
3 tweets clarifying or just doubling down. Yeah, you're doing fine.
Here's his follow-up tweet. To be clear, I will be in an American flag thong when AOC is president. I wish peace, love, and better access to mental health care to you all.
He posted and then realized, I want a thirst trap when it's not Trump who's president. I have to put this out there just so I don't look like a hypocrite.
No, but you are a hypocrite. You're saying you literally only want to celebrate the country when the people you agree with are running it.
So you
It's
don't
like,
want to celebrate the country that's going to allow for your preferred candidate to run for office and potentially win?
It's like, it's just so naked. Well, that's a pun, but like nakedly cynical patriotism. It's like,
Yeah.
I only like America when things are exactly getting my way. It's like a child's
Which is
guide to
very, it's
democracy.
honestly, you shouldn't celebrate 4th of July because that is the most anti-American sentiment that you could hold.
Mhm.
Truly. Like
Yeah.
you don't follow what this country's about, so.
But he'll put that thong on the second AOC is in charge.
Ugh.
Ew, now I'm picturing him in a thong.
I
and he's kinda
don't find,
chunky.
honestly, I don't find thongs very attractive.
Why would you on a man?
Well, some people do. Like strict tops do.
No, I don't think that's a widespread opinion.
I think it is.
Oh, well, I don't know, but
In my experience, it is. Like,
oh, wait, have they tried to put you in one?
I'll wear one.
What?
Like a male one. That's like more masculine.
There's no such thing as a masculine thong.
The masculine thong.
I think there is if you are very
diabolic.
buff and like you look good and
then it's masculine?
uh-huh.
This is the same guy in another video said, of course I think I look straight.
No, but I'm saying I'll wear one.
Delusional.
I don't find them attractive.
Delusional
But
ass
I like a
bitch.
nice brief. I like a nice brief.
Okay, well, I pulled a couple of this guy's other tweets just for entertainment value. It gives you a sense of what kind of Twitter gay he is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the worst kind.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff.
Here's this tweet from June 16th. Truck stops making me horny in a way that feels...
Oh my god! And just keep reading it because I already have a comment.
This is the crustiest thing I've ever said in my life. Truck stops make me horny in a way that feels ancient and ancestral, like the instincts of a homosexual hunter-gatherer. Babe, you're gathering loads.
Okay,
That's
wait,
not the
that's
same.
kind of funny. First of all those truck drivers probably voted for Trump.
Oh, so he won't wear a America flag, but he'll take it in the from a Trump-supporting closet.
Yeah,
truck
guy with
trucker.
kids at home for sure. Gross. Okay, well now I know exactly what type of gay this is.
It's just a tweet that just tells you everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny though. Like
it is funny.
I would say that
But
that is a creative tweet.
I can't imagine posting that and not feeling deep shame.
I wouldn't feel shame posting it because I think
wouldn't
it's
feel
funny.
shame posting that truck stops make you horny?
I wouldn't really feel shame doing anything,
Well,
really. Because shame is an external pressure, and I just don't really give a shit.
You wouldn't feel shame if you did something terrible to someone? You wouldn't feel ashamed?
I would feel ashamed if it was misaligned with my own moral compass.
So you would feel ashamed then in some
But
context.
if I did something that was misaligned with my moral compass, I'll just adjust my moral compass so it's no longer misaligned.
Oh, that's not at all
And there's
terrifying.
moral relativism.
And that's a Clarkistan.
Yep.
Okay, this one will make you crash out.
Okay.
So this is another tweet from him from June. I didn't even go that far back, and I already found the delusional woke shit. It's not like I should have asked Grok to like comb through his page or something. I just scrolled briefly and I found this shit. Queer spaces are so magical when they're truly diverse. In parentheses, age, race, body shape, gender identity, etc.
That's not making me crash out.
Really? Body shape?
No, I'm not scared or to be around people who don't have perfect bodies.
No, it's not that. It's that him saying queer spaces. First off, queer spaces.
Queer spaces are magical when they have all of this diversity.
I mean, they don't have to. I guess that I
understand the sentiment.
I have no issue with the queer space having different races or different ages. The others. Body shape, I don't either. But it's like, let's not pretend that having fat people around makes something magical.
I think what makes it magical, am
I crazy? Am I
okay? I think so, because I think there is a very, I don't want to use the term magical, but it's a nice feeling when all of like social rejects are in a space together, I guess.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, Jesus hung with the rejects.
So you want to hang out with like Leanna and all the other girlies? Like,
there is a line that gets drawn. I didn't say I want to hang out with street pushers and beggars. I didn't say I wanted to do that.
Jesus hung out with the rejects.
He did. And I feel like there are people who...
Oh, so you're comparing yourself to Jesus.
Yes.
The least surprising plot twist.
No, but I think that there are like... I don't know. It's like when there is a very open and welcoming environment where you can just be yourself. I do think that's very nice. Now, there's obviously lines. Like if you're one of these insufferable woke people, like I don't want to be around you. But these are online people. You know?
But
like,
I think the difference is that I'm fine to be in a space with different types of people, but I just want to be in a space with cool people. You know what I mean? And
I kind of like being around weird people because it's just so interesting.
Well, even then, and
it makes me feel better about myself.
Weird people can be cool people.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's not the tokenistic diversity that makes the space wonderful.
If it's
could be wonderful without it,
that's
or it
the
could not
difference.
be.
If it's forced diversity and it's like
that list gives forced diversity to me.
Yes. Obviously, this guy is not the great messenger, but I do think even when I go out to the bars and stuff, like there's so many different people there. And like when you'll see a guy wearing like sparkly or like a sheer shirt, or like I'll go out with my trans friend and like everybody's hyping her up. It's kind of like, it's a little bit virtue signaling, but I think it does feel good. And there is a level of human connection there that I can understand.
But that's natural.
That's natural.
And
that's not
this
forced,
is forced.
or
that's forced.
The problem I have with it is that it's this like identity first framing. That's like, it's about having these boxes checked, and a queer space becomes magical when it has X, Y, Z, and it's like, actually no, it could be a magical space, and then there's all these different people there who do have these different experiences or whatever, but it's not like a checklist. It's not something that's why they're there, or that's why it's magical. I don't know. It's just
it's just hard to see without the checklist. So like it's hard to see the openness. I can understand. I hate that I'm not defending him.
You were defending the truck stop horniness, ancestral.
No, but I'm just saying like
those nuts.
It's hard to see the openness of a space without using physical characteristics as an indicator at all. And I think when you see so many different people who look different, maybe just act different, then you can see the openness of the group because nobody is having any, like everybody's just there. choosing to
I
be
don't
there.
disagree with anything you're saying. The only flip side is sometimes you'll see a group where everyone looks different and it's the most closed off group of people
Correct.
you'll ever
It could be a
fucking
bunch
meet.
of leftists that are like super, super intolerable.
That will literally circular firing squad cancel you for the most minute thing.
Well, collectivism feels good, and if you can unite around the fact that you're a reject, that's just human nature to enjoy that. I think that's just the point I'm trying to make.
I'm just excited to see Clarkson at this guy's next pool party.
Well,
with all the diversity and.
Of course,
he called me out there.
But of course, the same guy did retweet posts like making
about the
fun
pool
of
parties.
I didn't see the pool party.
I'm
I saw
sure
that
he has an opinion
the
on it.
Anthony. You remember the Anthony post of the hiking group?
Mm-hmm.
I saw him retweeting posts making fun of the lack of diversity in that, which we already talked about.
Of course.
So it is coming from that kind of a perspective.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like I said, I just thought he was kind of funny.
I'm defending the sentiment, but not the messenger.
So now we're going to go over Barrett, Miss Denim, posted an Instagram post that made me lose my mind.
If you guys don't know the lore behind Miss Denim, go watch Jubilee's Gay Conservatives versus Liberals, and you'll. Oh, I don't even want them to see me. That's like pre-hair transplant. That was Twink Clarkson, but we had some beef.
MAGA Twink Clarkson, but you ate. You were right about everything.
But I totally, even when I was quote unquote MAGA, I was not MAGA. Like it was just common sense policy positions. And we didn't even argue really about policy. It was mostly about social issues, which I haven't really changed my mind on much. But basically, we were both in there. Miss Denim had a breakdown after the debate, started crying, went on TikTok, said that he was crying after the debate. I stitched it and I'm like, I'm so sorry that I made you cry. I did like that I made him cry, if I'm being honest. But then he blocked me and I named him Miss Denim because he was wearing a full denim outfit. But granted, he was mogging me on that debate. Not anymore since my glow up, which I'm very happy about.
But he's a good looking guy.
No, he's a model. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But he was mogging me on that debate for sure. So I'll give him that. Just not intellectually.
Anyway, here's his latest post that one particular sentence of it made me crash out. He posted this on Instagram, and it's my big 10. Factory farming should be illegal. Fast fashion should be illegal. Alcohol is poison. Nature is God. Circumcision on babies should be illegal.
Based.
Everyone deserves bodily autonomy. Here's the one that made me crash out. Everyone is queer in their own unique way. No one is 100% anything. Also, he threw in a no one is illegal. Work days should be 4 weeks. Work weeks should be 4 days. And hoarding wealth is a mental illness. Anyway, this is the one that made me crash out that I posted on
Factory farming is making me crash out.
Why?
Because do you know how many poor people won't have access to food if we didn't consolidate farming the way that we do now?
But it could be less cruel, though.
It could be less cruel, but like, do you know how expensive food? They do these cruel things to cut cost. And granted, there are some cruel things that we shouldn't do. Like chickens shouldn't be like cooped up, like where they can't move their whole lives. So if we have to justify raising prices for those humane things, that's fine. But banning all factory farming would make food so expensive that the poor people you claim to care about would become way more food insecure.
Okay. I mean,
So that's what pissed me off.
I was not expecting like based Clarkson over here on Factory. This was amazing.
Also about the idea that hoarding wealth is a mental illness. First of all, no one hoards wealth. That's a non-existent phrase. Like,
yeah.
Well, what are they doing with it? Oh, well, they're investing it? Or is it just actually stock valuations, which means they don't have the wealth? Anyway, that's like a made-up concept.
The government also hoards wealth. So I would ask him if it's okay, or do you just want to give all wealth to the government and then let them hoard it?
But also like wanting wealth and assets and to like amass resources is not at all mental illness.
No.
That's like totally natural and normal and productive. But regardless, it's really that everyone is queer in their own unique way. No one is 100% anything. Made me crash out a little on Twitter.
I know. I love how I'm focused on everything but the actual subject matter of this podcast, which is
But that's fine, though. The yap is interesting.
Well, I feel like it's just because it doesn't mean anything. Like nobody is 100% anything. I'm like, okay.
So then nothing means anything.
Well, then queer is a meaningless word that should be deleted from your vocabulary. If everyone is queer, then no one is queer.
If everyone is queer, then I'm straight.
Yes.
Wow. No therapy needed. Thank you, Miss Denim.
You can eat corn again.
That was good. That was a good one. Thank you so much.
But the problem is that this video will be separated by several days from the episode
so
where
they're
we
not
made
gonna
that
know.
joke, so it'll probably be lost on people. But whatever, it was funny to us. I thought this was very stupid. It's like it's such a microcosm of the destructive like queer TQ plus bull that masks itself as this like virtuous activism, but is cancerous to public support and discourse.
Queer has just become a term for people who are social rejects. And I think that he's using it interchangeably with like authenticity and uniqueness. So he's basically saying everybody is unique in their own way.
But also they're social rejects, but half the time they're rejecting themselves.
Correct.
Like,
I mean, it is a lot of it is
like
self-inflicted.
That Kill Hammer bitch. Like,
yeah, like if you're doing, but like they're just using queer as anything that makes you a unique individual. So basically what he's saying is everybody is an individual.
Which we already know.
Which is true. That's like, I mean, I don't even know how to explain that because it's like, duh, everybody is an individual with their own life experiences that make them different than others. Congratulations, you have made a point that a second grader writes in crayon when they're drawing a picture for their class or something. I don't know.
Welcome to the Love Army.
Oh my God.
That's what he calls his followers, but also he's like so hateful.
I know, he's like, it's honestly, it's smart. It's like us calling everybody normal.
Yeah, that's true.
And calling this channel Normal Gays.
But that's irony. That's not gaslighting, right?
Yeah, it's like when they write bills in Congress that are like the Inflation Reduction Act or something, and it has nothing to do with inflation. And it's actually like policy on a bunch of different things. It's the same thing.
It's advertising.
Yeah.
All right. Member comments. Become a channel member now. We react to member questions and comments. So if you want to have us react to something on an episode, become a channel member to support our work. You also unlock multiple members only videos. Like we reacted to your insane confessions. We got an update on
we did get an update on the situation.
The situation that was eye opening. Anyway, become a channel member. It's the best way to support us. We love y'all, to our normies. Anyway, member comments time. Mr. Producer, kick us off.
OMG Clarkson, I think my friend hooked up with the same doctor in Fort Lauderdale, and he also asked him to in his mouth and was talking about how it's a whole thing and community.
Do you love that this is what you're known for?
I need to move to Afghanistan like that TikToker. I am flabbergasted. I am bewildered. I am shocked, honey. I don't know what to say. But did he do it? Did he take the $20? I'm just kidding. He didn't offer me $20. But ew. Okay, well.
Yeah, if he'd offered $20.
You know what? I felt unique in that experience. I thought he was opening up to me.
You thought you were the first one he asked to in his mouth. Come on.
I don't
Typically,
know.
no.
I have monetized that story a lot, so
good for you.
I should thank him for that experience.
But you didn't in his mouth?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, that's all we can only go off
when I
what
was
you
little,
say.
I used to. Oh, we already talked about this story.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
I've just been all no pun intended. I have been my entire life very anal about my hygiene. We'll just say that. When I first learned to wipe, I would make sure, like, bend over and make sure there was nothing. Because
Has he said this before?
Yes.
Yeah, I said it in members only with my sister. I just have been very anal about my hygiene down there. I just find it gross to be walking around with poo-poo in your bookie. So there's no shot I would ever be into that whatsoever.
Great. Next comment.
I think we should talk about this more.
No, I'm okay.
Is it just me, or are Clarkson's outfits getting tighter by the episode? No shade, I absolutely love it, but boys busting at the seams. Swimsuit episode needs to happen next.
Okay, down, girl. Down.
Whoa,
I think we should do
episode.
a swimsuit episode.
And then the follow-up is he's just simply too muscular for any clothing.
That's not true. He's intentionally wearing the smaller.
It's not intentional.
That shirt you wore the other day was intentional.
No, that shirt was the same size as the one that I wore on the week before. It's just the way I was sitting.
You comment about how you were like, oh, look, I'm going to go put on this shirt because it will be really
well, it does.
Tight
it fits tight, but the way I was sitting was pushing a lot of it to the back. So, because like the week before, you saw the same exact, it's the same brand, same size, and it looked fine when I was sitting. It was a medium.
I think you're just a whore, and you just want trying to show skin for the camera.
I've gotten significantly bigger, and I haven't bought new clothes since then, so that's why.
Okay.
So become a member.
Next
become a member so I can
buy
afford new clothes.
More clothes. Or not. Can we get a compilation video of Clarkson's crash outs? There are compilation videos of Clarkson saying hilarious things.
Not so much of crash outs.
I don't crash out that much anymore.
We did.
I've been fairly zen.
I remember things slightly differently.
Well, anytime I crash out, it's like a zen crash out. Like
Is
I
it?
feel like I'm channeling like a prophet when I crash out.
You would see
For
yourself as
entertainment
the fucking Dalai Lama.
No, for entertainment purposes. So like, when an artist channels, like I feel like when I am crashing out, I'm getting divine guidance to entertain the masses.
So you're like a divine artist.
Okay.
My triggers
Oh.
are divinely given to me.
This next comment's funny.
As a hopeful future member of Clarkstan, what would the punishment be if I was theoretically discovered with a fursuit? Would I be drawn and quartered, or just simply locked in the pillory? Would Brad come to my defense to defend his culture?
Excuse me.
Brad has no legal rights in Clarkston, so he can't come to your defense. So I think what I would do is it'd probably be like 1 year of you genuinely being treated like a dog, having to eat dog food.
Well, what if
Be
that's like
careful.
hot?
That might
So
be
that-
something this
Well, then-
individual.
That's fine. But dogs also work. Like dogs, you'd be a working dog on the farm, so you'd have to chase off the coyotes and
This person, whoever commented this, sounds like they want it. They're like, will I be drawn and quartered?
They're like,
will I be whipped?
how about
and pilloried?"
lashings?
Like, come on now, down boy. Like,
Yeah, no, I think the punishment should fit the crime, and you would be treated like a dog for like a year. You'd have to sleep outside and stuff. Not like an American dog.
1 year in Dagestan.
Yeah.
Final comment.
I listen to so many of y'all's episodes while I work that last night the YouTube algorithm put a random video about Roger versus Clarkson Lawson in my auto playlist. I wasn't mad. It's just hilarious. I'm being
Recommended.
recommended drama about y'all.
That I know exactly what video that was.
We
It
should
was-
watch
I think
it.
it was Ty Rivera's
Yeah,
video.
we should watch it on a members only or something.
Yeah, that was a
Because he like cataloged all the lore.
That was a legendary f***ing battle between just two very different people. I wish I could redo it. It was just such a thrill because I was just so right. Like that was one of those situations where I didn't have to doubt one thing I said, everything, and then reality caught up to everything I said.
It like bore out in real time.
it just kept going.
You
It's
want to
like
give a 30-second like
he did
lore?
already, didn't he?
Like
This-
what
I think I
happened?
did. Was
Roger
that
is
in-
the same one as what's the name of Roger?
Aslan Bird.
Aslan Bird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Roger's a
I just
nickname for
I
Aslan
just
Bird.
kept like predicting. I'm like, you shouldn't live by this. It's like August. You shouldn't live by this mentality. It's not going to serve you. Blah blah blah. September comes, homeless, and it's
You know
like
what? Should we watch the Ty Rivera video for this week's members only?
maybe
Let's
yeah
do that.
yeah let's do
Let's
it.
do that. So
Let's do
become a
it.
channel member now and watch it
We'll
with
talk
us.
about that
We'll catch up
later.
on the lore. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being here for this episode. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all of that. Go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify just to help us grow over there. And we'll be back with more real soon.